Elon Musk versus Julius Malema. Julius Malema is someone that we really respect. Even down here in Nigeria, we respect Julius Malema very well. And Elon Musk is somebody we also respect as well for creating a platform, for buying a platform and enabling freedom of speech. But recently, these two respected people that I so much respect are currently fighting each other. In fact, Elon Musk has just called on the international body to declare Julius Malema as a terrorist. Because Julius Malema recently at a rally was chanting some ridiculous songs, was chanting some ridiculous words about a South Africa land relating to the white folks in South Africa. So let me just play a little bit for those of you who understand it clearly. Okay, according to Elon Musk, he said, unless there are few issues where you at least slightly disagree with your political party, then you are not in a political party. You are in a cult. Because of that chanting, of course, you can hear him correctly, which I totally disagree. I totally disagree because I believe there are better ways to resolve issues. But I am not in South Africa's shoes. I am not in their shoes. I don't know how they feel and how the lands grabbing and everything come about, but we already know. Donald Trump has already issued a warning to Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa. And Ramaphosa immediately responded to Donald Trump and told him to stay clear of South Africa land. Well, Donald Trump responded to South Africa issuing a very swift sanction, freezing aid, which I totally agree with Donald Trump. It's your money. You are entitled to freeze it, to give it to anyone that you pleased. But South Africa also owns those land, and they are also entitled as well. Of course, you know the origin of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is partly South African. In fact, if you go to Wikipedia now and let's Google where Elon Musk is actually from, then you will see what Wikipedia is going to tell you. Elon Musk's origin. Let's put it okay. Elon Musk's biography. Of course, you say Elon Revi Musk, born June 28, 1971, is a businessman and a U.S. special government employee, best known for his, Musk is a wealthiest individual in the world, Then if you see citizenship, he has a South Africa, he's from South Africa and Canada. He also has a Canada passport, and he also has the United States of America passport. So he owns like 3 passports, originally from South Africa, apparently. Originally from South Africa. He's a member of the wealthiest South Africa Musk family. Musk was born in Pretoria before immigrating to Canada, acquiring his citizenship. He moved to California in 1995 to attend Stanford University, and with his brother Kimball co-founded the software company Zip2 that was later acquired by Compaq in 1999. The same year, Musk co-founded X.com, a direct bank that later formed PayPal in 2002. In 2002, Musk acquired U.S. citizenship and eBay acquired PayPal, used the money he made from the sale. Musk founded SpaceX, a space flight service company, in 2002. In 2004, Musk was an earlier investor in electric vehicle manufacturer Tesla and became its chairman and later CEO in 2018. So South Africa is always there. So you must understand why he has a really close tie to South Africa and why he's always, in a way, since he's close to Donald Trump, interfere. No, I think it's kind of like pushing Donald Trump to interfere in South Africa's uh, politics. So someone said Elon Musk has called for immediate sanction against EFF leader Julius Malema and declared him an international criminal. Since their inception in 2013, the EFF have incited violence against South African minorities for political gain, especially against Afrikaans farmers. Well, that is what this a South African, a white South African man, that's how he feels. That is how you feel about the whole issue. Here is what actually happened when Elon Musk called it. Say immediate sanction for Malema and declaration of him as an international criminal. Then Julius Malema, through his, of course, tweet, he said, "I really think you have entirely lost your left brain. A typical spoiled brat and direct beneficiary of apartheid whiteness, called Elon Musk a typical spoiled brat and direct beneficiary of apartheid whiteness. I know black people look the same to you. Typical race, okay? Look closer and you will realize those are two different people. American is exposing us to his stupidity. I don't care about your sanction. I will never stop fighting for black people to be equal to white people. And if that makes me an international criminal, I am proud to be one." That is coming from Julius Malema. And of course, through his party, EFM also issued a statement, EFF statement on Elon Musk called for CIC Julius Malema to be declared an international criminal. So they already also issued a very swift, strong message to Elon Musk. You know, the land issue in South Africa is something that is so complicated. Of course, you know the apartheid, what happened, and a lot of South Africa haven't fully healed from what happened. And I totally understand what was going on. And then South Africa, we asked, before you guys took this land, did you pay for it? Did you acquire it? Is there any document that showed you paid for it? Let's listen to, there are some few speeches from Malema that I will like you guys. Okay, let's rejecting that.
I came here not to please anyone. I'm here to speak the truth, whether you like it or not. It's your own baby to feed, Malta Bella. I'm not in the business of going around to please people. I only tell the truth. Now, I represent a non-racial organization, but we do not fight for white people. Why? Why should we fight for them? What do you want? What do they want? When you say you are fighting for all in South Africa, black and white, what do white people want? Except to want to remain in a position of privilege. That's what they want. They want to remain in a position of privilege, and we are rejecting that. There is no white person who's going to remain in a position of privilege. We must all be equal. And in bringing the equality, we have to take deliberate decisions to empower the less privileged to be at the same level with those who are privileged. So
well, that is one of those ideologies from Malema, which people do not really care about. But then again, like I've said before, this whole South Africa land issue is really deep. is really deep. So is it just the land issue or some other political motivated things are behind this whole new section from South Africa and Elon Musk? Now, it's a South African Elon Musk. He has every right to interfere with his country, but, well, let's see how it works out though, because Elon Musk and Julius Malema, well, let's see how it works. And I really want to see comments from South Africans. Let's see how everything goes. And who are you guys are supporting? It's a very, very a complicated matter. Complicated issue, guys.